Another way to improve the effectiveness of your AdWords campaigns is to adjust the settings. Now, this is something that's going to take some time to get the data to have a better understanding of what is exactly going on with these metrics. But once you've had your campaigns running for, say, a month, you'll be able to dive in and really make some actionable moves to improve your campaigns. So if you go into a campaign, and on the top tab, I'm clicked into settings right now, and then into locations, you'll see a few different options. Now what you can do underneath is adjust the bids based on location. So for this campaign, we decreased the bid for certain states that we saw through Google Analytics were not performing as well. And sometimes if you are running, say, campaign all over the world, this is a great way to see which countries are performing well, which countries have the higher conversion rate. And you can see here, even though that we did decrease the bid, we're still having a really high conversion rate because we're not having to pay as much for each click. So right now we've only had 4 clicks, but one has resulted in a conversion. And in the rest of the United States, we're just kind of staying standard with no bid adjustment. We just saw that in Georgia and in Oklahoma, for whatever reason that is, was not performing as well. So we decided to decrease those bids, and it's allowed us to maintain a relatively low cost while still getting an okay click-through rate. So I've seen better examples for this. Like I said, if you're only shipping to certain parts of the country, you're not going to be targeting, or certain parts of the world, you're not going to be targeting the whole world. But if you, say, are shipping to the United States, Canada, Mexico, and the United Kingdom, for instance, and you see that the UK has a 2 times higher conversion rate, you might increase that bid adjustment to boost your average position and take advantage of more of those impressions in that location. The next up is the ad schedule. So an ad schedule, this again depends on when people are shopping. I've seen some campaigns that perform really well during the weekends. Some perform really well early in the weekdays, like from 9 to 12 for whatever reason, whether that's because you're a lunch restaurant or people are just looking to buy your particular product at that time of the day. You can adjust those bids that way. So we can go here and then go to conversion rate, and you can see by time of day which times are performing best from a conversion rate standpoint, and then you can bid down the ones that aren't performing as well, so you're not spending as much money, or just exclude them from your campaigns entirely. And then you can sort it by click-through rate again, and do the same thing. If click-through rate is something that you're trying to improve, then you can do it that way. And then lastly is devices. So for devices, this is something that I don't want to give like a generalization of an optimization strategy, but what I have seen is that mobile devices perform a lot worse for actually buying a product. They're really great if you are, say, a restaurant or something that people are looking for information for to do with a high intent right now in a local area. But for buying a product online, from like an e-commerce store or something, a lot of times people are just doing research and then are going to go home and do their quote-unquote power search and put in their credit card and just feel more comfortable purchasing like that. So I normally do decrease the bid for mobile devices, but for this, even though we did decrease the bid adjustment, we're seeing a higher conversion rate and a lower cost per click, almost half as much as we're paying on a normal computer. And sometimes you might want to decrease the bid adjustment because your website doesn't view that well on a mobile phone, or it's just a better experience on a computer. So you can make these decisions for yourself, but like I said, after about a month or so, you'll see a lot of good data in here that you can make actionable decisions with and look for improvements with your bid adjustments to optimize your overall campaign.